Hello, hello. Welcome to the weekly hangout of Randomness. Hi, everybody. Glad to see so many people in chat already. How's everybody doing tonight? So much lag. But hello, Aaron. Hello, Wolf. Hello, Sky. Hello, Krista. Good to see everybody. Sorry, last week didn't happen. Had a lot to do. Had no time to do it, honestly. But I hope that we can have some fun tonight. It's probably going to be a short stream. I do have my other kiddos here, and I wanted to play Mass Effect tonight, so I might just be ending a little early so I can get into one of my favorite games because they just released a Legendary Edition, and I'm looking very much forward to seeing all of my favorite characters back with new graphics, and I bought a new TV just for the purpose. I'm good. How are you doing, Wolf? I've been good, Aaron. Just surviving the week. It's been a long week. Very long week. Ah, there it goes. I keep forgetting that I have two different screens. I need to move the chat one up because I just automatically go for the first one. But as you can see, it's my N7 shirt. I am so hoping to play Mass Effect tonight and for a good chunk of time because I have missed it. It's one of my favorite series. BioWare is one of my favorite gaming companies, and they have come up with two wonderful series, Mass Effect being one, and then Dragon Age being another. If you've only played one or two of those games, you're missing out. You got to play the whole thing. Glad to see everybody's doing so well. I am so sorry, Erin, about your stepmom getting COVID. That is horrible. I hope she feels better soon. I really do. But I'm just glad you could be here with us. I'm sure she probably needs some help. So if you have to dip out to assist or anything, know that we give you our full support and love, okay? Alright. I'm gonna fix this. So, what is everybody wanting to talk about today? I have missed all of you. I do have another video that I'm working on. I'm actually about halfway through with it, so I should be posting it by tomorrow, hopefully. Nice. The only Attack on Titan game I've played is the one they made for PlayStation, Xbox. So, I've only played that. I've played 1 and part of 2. I need to play 2 again because 2 was a lot of fun. My weekend is going pretty well. I had to work today for a couple hours, helping out with testing a new system for my work. That wasn't fun because my system that connects me to them decided to crash. And I spent like good 20 minutes trying to get it back up. That was not part of the test, but it seemed to make itself part of the game. Is that a game? Attack on Titan Wings of Freedom? I think it is a game. I don't remember exactly for which system. It might be PC. I'm sure Wolf will give you the full details. If you're talking about the ones I was talking about, yeah, Mass Effect and Dragon Age are both awesome games. And my absolute favorite series ever. And I've played several different ones, and I just keep going back because this story is so good. Even if I play the same character and make the same decisions over and over again, it never gets old. The story is just fantastic. And there is replayability. I just choose to keep the same choices because I have a narrative in my head. I have come up with... So the whole thing is... What really makes it unique is there's a whole Paragon Renegade system in both. Oh, Sky, you're moving? That's got to be hard to do with all those kiddos running around and you just having had 2 babies. You need to pace yourself. But anyway, with Mass Effect, there's the whole Renegade Paragon system. Dragon Age is something similar, but it's not as blatant. I mean, it's different in a way. You know what the right decision is to a certain extent, but at the same time, both have benefits. Like, both decisions or anything in Dragon Age have benefits. In Mass Effect, there are benefits, honestly, to both. It just depends on if you want to go more of a diplomatic route or more of a dickhead route, I guess, because it is kind of a dickish move after what you do as a renegade. I've watched it. I've never personally done it. I've just watched it because I can't bring myself to do it. So it's fun. Have any of you played that series, or what's your favorite gaming series? We talk about anime so much we forget that we're all probably gamers to a certain degree. So let's talk about gaming right now. What's everybody's favorite gaming series? What do you like about it? Do you recommend it? And if so, what systems do you play on? And no, there's no PC bashing. There's no PlayStation bashing. There's none of that. When do I watch Attack on Titan? In between everything else. And mostly I've watched up to where I've watched I've watched season 1 and season 2, most of season 3. I've read the manga and watched videos for season 4, part 1 and 2. So I know how everything goes. I know how everything ends. I'm just like, do I really want to watch the anime and watch it all happen? Because it's going to hurt me again? Or do I just stick with what I've read and just go from there? Because I can't do it. It's so hard. It hurts so much to see. It's one thing to read it. It's another to see their reactions on screen. It's so painful at times. Especially to really tragic things. There's nothing wrong with playing Pokemon. Are you playing Pokemon Snap right now? It just came out for the Switch. It's actually pretty cool. It's a gorgeous game. Honestly, I feel like a lot of Pokemon games could just win art categories for some of their images and stuff. Not to exclude any other games, but I just feel like Pokemon is so aesthetically pleasing that it could just hands down win any art category it was in. Yeah. That's why I don't like dubs too much, because it always takes longer to come out than the sub. But yeah, it's not coming out for a long time. And she's not lying. They announced it. People are furious. I mean, it's not like waiting 5 years between seasons, but it's still a little ridiculous to be waiting that long. You play Pokemon Sword and Snap. Nice. I had Shield for a while. Honestly, gorgeous game. Loved it. Thought it was so much fun. But unfortunately, my child likes to climb on me when I lay down and have anything in my lap, Switch, laptop, anything. So it makes it a little difficult to play my Switch. This is going to be the first time in a while I've played a PlayStation, because the last time I did was right before I had my daughter, and she was, still in my stomach, so she didn't, she couldn't climb on me. She could just kick. And now I'm interested to see how she's going to do with me being occupied with a PlayStation. She doesn't like me being occupied with anything except her. Oh, that was my husband. I'm like, what was that large banging sound? My husband. And no, that's not like a laundry or anything. That's a baby station. So all those are her toys. That's for toy overflow, and then diapers on that level. It's really convenient. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, but you live and you learn. You play Animal Crossing, New Horizon, Attack on Titan, and just bought SAO. Oh god, SAO is good. SAO is really good. We had that one for a while too. It was so much fun. It is so detailed. You'll love it. There's so much tie-in to the series, it was like playing like the in between on seasons and stuff. It was really good. That's a series too. I didn't think I'd like it. I'd heard so much about it that was very negative. And then I watched it and I'm like, yeah, it starts off slow and a little awkward in places, but overall it's very satisfying to watch and you end up cheering for the characters. Even though Kirito's a little OP, but I mean, when you look at how people are in RPGs or MMOs, not MMOs, they get pretty stupidly OP. So he's pretty much in line with real people. Sao Sword Art Online. It's an anime series and a manga series, obviously, about people getting trapped in a virtual reality video game. And you'll take my word for it. And they're trapped in there by the creator, and the whole goal is to beat the game, which is 99. You beat every single level in the tower. So there's 99 levels, and it gets increasingly difficult the more you go. A lot of people, and the big thing is, if you die in the game, you die in real life. That's the big thing. And if you try to take off the helmet, if somebody in the real world tries to take off the helmet, because it's a whole, it's called nerve gear. So it's a whole helmet that plugs into your nervous system and transports you into the game. But if anybody takes it off while you're still in the game, at least after a point in the story, you'll die. So you're pretty SOL for a while. And then it's centered around Kirito, who is he's kind of a loner. He doesn't like to work with people, but eventually he learns to, because he wants to basically he wants to figure out how to get out of the game as fast as possible, but they end up staying there. Oh, sorry. I just gave that synopsis for no reason. Sorry. It's just one of those that is really good. And it was really entertaining. I honestly thought I wasn't going to like it because the first few episodes are so slow. Even slower than usual with anime. And I was just like, do something interesting. Stop being so whiny. And then he did something interesting. And I'm like, okay, I could do this. Then I watched that one. And I watched Gun Gale and Elfheim and Alicization. And yeah. Yeah. Me and my husband and I decided to binge the whole series because we had access to it on Hulu and everywhere else. So it was a lot of fun. That was kind of what we did most of quarantine, was binge on series that we hadn't gotten to finish. We just finished Food Wars. It was very good. It was very, very good. I thought the ending was ridiculous. And not ridiculous in a bad way. Ridiculous in the fact it was just like, really? You want to end it there? You could keep going. Or you could have ended it differently. But it was very good. It was a lot of fun. I feel like the last season was a little rushed. I guess maybe because we binged it so fast, but it just felt a little rushed to me as far as writing goes. But let's get back onto games. I mean, I'll go back to anime, but back to games. What else do you guys like to play? Wolf's already given her little synopsis. Erin as well. Does anybody else play video games? Does anybody else have a favorite? Food Wars, this is really good. It's so good. Speaking of games, I'm sure all of you watch Markiplier, or at least a good majority of you watch Markiplier. Have any of you seen him playing Resident Evil 8? It's very funny because he has a very large crush on the very large vampire queen. She's 9 foot tall. It's 9'4" or something. And he gets very innuendo heavy on that one. The best one is when she is like trying to pin you, like hang you off a hook or something, or you're like reintroduced her, and she goes, "Oh, you think you're so special, don't you?" And Mark just goes, "Oh yes, so special." Like, oh god. Like, he goes full on, like, he forgets everything else about the game. He like even says at the end, he's like, "Yep, that was a great game. That was fantastic. I loved it so much. Can't wait for Resident Evil 9. Looks like Ethan Winters got his comeuppance, and that's it. It was funny. Yeah, actually, Attack on Titan has 2. The first one, you basically play through the story and you do side missions and stuff to further the plot. And then the second one, you play as your own character in the story, and you know, you can have relationships with the characters from Attack on Titan. I mean, even the first mission is you're going through basic training with everybody. It's fantastic. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite games. Unfortunately, I don't remember what happened to it. I just stopped playing. I think that was when like shit was happening in life and I just was not into gaming at that time. As much as I enjoy gaming, I phase in and out with it. Kind of like I do with anime. I'm like, sometimes I'll watch new anime and love it. Sometimes I'll just need my old anime that I know and just watch it. It just depends on where I'm at in life. Right now I'm like, oh yeah, I want to watch some new anime. I want to get some new things going and talk about new things and not just be stuck in the same old like 3 shows. Because as good as they are, it gets a little boring. So I'm just going to keep trekking on. Is the game on Nintendo? Yes. Yes, it is. I believe both. I know 1 for sure was released on Switch. I don't know if 2 was. I can look it up, or you probably have access to it on your phone. But yes, they do come on Nintendo. And that was pretty innovative. It was one of the first rated M titles for the Switch. And it is rated M, so do keep that in mind. And it's mostly just for the violence and the gore, because, ooh, you see blood that steams away 2 seconds later. So horrifying, right? It's not like we haven't played worse. Hello. Hello, Ash. I'm like, who? And then I saw Ash. I'm like, hello, Ash. I've only ever seen the second one. Part 2 was on Switch. I think so. I know the first one came out on PlayStation. I think they ported it to the Switch, and I think they ported the second one over to the Switch. So it's a really good game, no matter the console you play it on. Do be prepared. You will die a lot. And it's not because you'd be like anybody's bad at it. It's just some of those missions, even if they're like lower level, get very overwhelming in the fact that you A, have a time limit, B, you're trying to save people and reach the objective, and C, the Titans swarm you in certain spots. Like, if you stay further away from the bigger groups, it's fine, you can pick them off. But if you're trying to save somebody, it's usually in a horde of Titans, and God, do they pull you apart really fast. It's nice to have allies, which you can get with the main characters, but you only do that after you rescue them. So if this is your first person being rescued and you're kind of, SOL here in the swarm of Titans, then you're SOL. I don't know how long I can be on PC. I'll be on PC. Trouble keeps acting off. It's here for a long time because I'm sorry about that. That sucks. I hope you're able to at least get parts to make it better. You can turn the Gore off the PS4. Exactly. The only time I ever turn off Gore is in story-based games where I know that the Gore will show up in the cutscene, and I'm like, that just ruins it. Just turn off the Gore for that. I want to be able to see my cutscene free of Gore. But yeah, even if you can turn off all the Gore and stuff. And the person tried to say, dies a lot. Yes. I hate that. And I'm like, why am I, like, the best one is, like, Levi. And I'm like, why am I trying to save Levi? He should have no trouble. The game is a lot of fun. You'll love it. The mechanics are fantastic. It really makes you think, that, like, ODM gear and everything could be real just by seeing how it is in action. It's so cool. And it's really good at being immersive. You being in the story doesn't interrupt anything. Actually, it adds to it because you have downtime. So instead of just hopping through, you can play through the downtime, and that's how you get to know the characters, and that's how you get to further the story, and you get to experience things that you don't get to see in the anime or manga, which is just like this in-between moment when, you know, like Levi, one mission is you have to go deliver the bad news that some soldiers passed away, and you have to go tell their families, and you accompany him on that. And then you find, like, then you talk to him, and he's like, it never gets any easier no matter how many times I do it. And then, you know, you have that moment. You get to really see a different side of the characters that you don't get to see in the anime. It's so rewarding. And it makes it feel like a more well-rounded experience. And then you go, like, watch the anime after that, and you put those, you know, little new tidbits with it, and it just makes the characters even better and more human, I guess. It's really great. You'll get a lot out of it. At least I did. You made an Attack on Titan account? I'm not sure what the ACT means, or act. Did you make a video? Because that'd be fantastic. I know, every time I'm like, really? Yes. That was me. Every time I say it, I'm like... So, full disclosure on this, I would play as Aaron, because, you know, why not? So every time I see Levi pop up, I'm like, oh, stop what I'm doing, gotta save my boyfriend. I don't know why, I got really into the characters and playing as them, so, there's that. What do you think of Erwin? I don't mind Erwin. He's just there. I felt bad about what happened to him, but at the same time, he didn't really add that much. He just made it possible for Aaron to be in the Survey Corps longer. I don't know. Bye, Sky. It was good to see you. I hope you have some fun with packing and it goes well for you. Congratulations on your move. Let us know how it goes. Hello, Elsie. Yeah. But I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's like that when they see Levi's in trouble. They're like, "Ooh, gotta go save the day." And then I see Mikasa in trouble, and I'm like, "Do I really want to do that one? Do I really?" Or Armin, and it's just like, I can just let you die. Damn my conscience, I gotta go save him. So I am with a lot of the characters. I'm just like, I don't really want to do this, but I need the backup, so I'll do it. One of my favorite parts is sometimes if you're in trouble, you can call in your allies to help you. So like Levi will swing in and help you out of a situation with the Titans, and it's just like, this is a very swoon-worthy moment. And it also happens with like Armin and Mika. Like it's just one of those where you're just like, wow, this is really cool. You just got saved by one of your favorite characters, or you just got saved by this really cool character. The Levi one is just my personal preference. I also like the Aaron one because he's just always so cool. I don't know why. It's just so cool to be saved by like the main characters and the main heroes. Pretty sure I'd feel the same way if Batman came swooping in the middle of like a fight or something. Yes. And I'm like, no, you can't die. This won't be like the yes. I've had those moments too. I'm like, everyone will survive. We are not repeating the sins of the anime here. Me in the game as Aaron saving Levi, then dying, then he saves me. Yes. Actually, that kind of happens. It's true. Again, swoon-worthy moment. Get apple pie and strawberry ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. I've started working out again. Haven't done that since before COVID. Same though. Like, I want to get back into the shape I was before, where I was looking good for con. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is look good for con. That was my main driving factor last time. It's going to be my main driving factor this time. Like, I want to look like I belong in the Survey Corps, not like I got rejected by the Survey Corps. It's also why I'm a little self-conscious in my videos and why I'm only like shooting from the head up right now. It's because I feel like I look so bad. I don't know. I'm very self-conscious. Very, very little self-confidence too. So, there. The more you know. That happens a lot. Yes. The swoon-worthy moments with Levi happen a lot in the game. That makes it worth it. And the game is just overall really, really good. I'm trying to think of more games that would be like Attack on Titan that people could enjoy. I mean, there's Jump Force, which is a fighting game, but you're using the characters from popular Jump anime or Jump manga, because Jump's the manga. So it's like DBZ, Death Note, I think Yu Yu Hakusho, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. It's really good. I think I wouldn't live a day in the Survey Corps. I think we'd all survive off of pure adrenaline, but we would make it. They'd be like, oh, you're veterans, you survived a day. That's really sad. Yeah, that's how I feel. I feel like every day that you survive in the Survey Corps, you're just like automatically promoted and shit because they don't have a lot of people in the higher ranks. No, I didn't have time. Sadly. Yeah, I just have not had time. I'll read it. I promise I'll read it. You just have to join the Discord and just like bombard me with it. Just remind me all the time. Just read it, and just drop the links every time. Just be like, read it. Because I'll remember to do it until like Monday, and then when Monday hits, I'm like, fuck the world. Just screw it. I don't want to do anything. Life sucks. And then I get to Saturday and I'm like, oh, I haven't read that yet. And if I start, I won't be able to do anything else. So I'm just gonna not right now. So I'm sorry. I know. I'm horrible. But I promise I will try. I will try to read it. At least a couple chapters over this next week. Like I said, just join the Discord and drop me a lot. And just, at me every time. Just be like, read it. If you bug me enough, I'll read it. 30 minutes and then we're done. And then I get to eat burritos and play Mass Effect. I'm so looking forward to the fourth one because it's gonna be more Shepard. Yes, I'm fangirling a little bit over this game series because it's one of my favorites. And there hasn't been a new game out for it since Andromeda. And Andromeda was okay, but it's not what we wanted. We wanted more of our favorite character. We wanted to find out what happened after. And then they were just like, no, you don't get to find out what happened after. You get to suffer through another origin story of a character you probably won't care about because we didn't know anything really. There was none of that connection that we had with Shepard. There's like an immediate connection with Shepard, whereas with Ryder, it's just like, I don't like you. You just had a cheeseburger. Is it a Titan come try to take your lunch? Well, thank you for dropping the Patreon link, Wolf. Yes, I have played Legend of Zelda. I've played several different ones. My favorite is Oracle of Seasons. It was my first one, and for some reason, I just can't let it go that it was just so good. What do you hate due to personal reasons? Oh, Discord. You hate Discord for personal reasons. Okay. Sorry. Trying to think of another place you could just bug me. Can't you message on YouTube? No, you can just go into my comments on my posts and just be like, read it. I get those notifications. You beat Breath of the Wild twice? Did you do this stupidly fast speed run? People can beat that game in an hour just with the 4 main sage things you get, and then bombs. That was it. Because you get those automatically. It's like, you can do that? You can cheese the game that badly? Then what's the point? Going spirit hunting tonight in my old treehouse in the rain. Super spooky. That is pretty spooky. I'm going to recommend this to you. Ash, watch Nuke's Top 5 or Nuke's... I think it's Nuke's Top 5 on YouTube. He does it's either weekly or bi-weekly videos of different ghost encounters for people. It's really, really good. You should watch it. If you're into that stuff. If you're not, then just do it for fun because it's really cool. Some of those videos make you really stop and go, that's not supposed to happen. But he has different, topics. Some of them are different creatures and different legends and stuff. It's really cool. Some of it's really spooky. Don't watch a lot of it though. You'll end up freaking yourself out. Or at least I do every time I watch 5 or more of his videos. Hello Levi, good to see you. Hope you are having fun and having a good weekend and had a good week. So we've been talking video games since Mass Effect Legendary Edition just dropped, and I will be playing that tonight. I'm not streaming it. I don't want you guys to suffer through that. But I will let you guys know what I think of it. Mass Effect was actually the first fanfic I ever wrote for, and I had only played through 1. So that tells you how good that game was. Don't read that one. It's my longest fic, but it's really bad. Just bad. Don't read that one. I've gotten better. Don't read that one. But I'm gonna write more. I like the story too much. The story's just too good. You always have new fic ideas, Ash. You need to just sit down and write all of them instead of just wasting your time telling us here, because we want to read the details, and it sounds like you have such an amazing imagination for this. I am not sorry about that cliffhanger, Wolf. Not sorry in the slightest. I was going to have a sleepover with my friend, but my mom got COVID. I'm sorry about that, dude. That sucks. I'm sure it would have been a lot of fun with your friend. I mean, as long as you stay outside, it should be fine. Just don't go inside. I know, I sound horrible, but I mean, it goes in the air. It doesn't just go in a straight line. Because everything goes out in the air. pure evil would be never finishing the story. And I fully intend on finishing it. I'm just slow at writing. If I got paid to write it, then different story, but I don't get paid to write this shit. I do it because I enjoy it. And I doubt I'm good enough to write anything original, so fanfics it is. I'm sorry. I didn't say you had COVID. I'm just like, maybe she could come over still as long as she doesn't go in the house. Because I know your stepmom has to quarantine, so just avoid the house. And you're fine. If you already know you don't have it, then you can just keep your friend outside, you stay outside, and everybody's fine. Moon is nice and evil. Yes. Yes, that's the best way to describe me. Nice and evil. Don't you know you to make people suffer? Don't like you. What do you want me to say? Cliffhangers are like a part of it. If you read it all when I finish, then there won't be any cliffhangers. But the question is, when will I finish it? Attack on Titan new Titan shifter female joint survey core, and she has a special power where she can sense beacons. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting. So would they like talk to the spirits of the dead soldiers and stuff? No lie, all truth. Again, Wolf, I could be a lot meaner than I am. Like I said, I could just never finish it, and you would never know how it ended. And you would be stuck on a cliffhanger forever. Or you can just wait until I finish it, and then you can read and no cliffhangers. But that would mean you'd have to wait a while to finish it. Just your choice. I'm sure you're just like, but you know, I could be much more evil than I am. All caps, huh? I can feel the rage on that one. You know I am. You know I am, and you're partially enjoying it. Because, you know, if I'm evil, there's at least a story to read. There might be a cliffhanger, but at least there's a chapter. Okay, let's stop this. I'm going to be peaceful, Aaron, but I will. Oh, it's fine. She's just saying I'm pure evil because I left a chapter in my fanfic on cliffhanger, and I haven't updated it in a while, so she's still stuck on the cliffhanger. Funny to me. No, she doesn't really think I'm evil. She just thinks I'm evil for leaving a cliffhanger. But most people do think authors are evil for cliffhangers. I just see it as like, I'm writing an episode. So how will I do this episode? Oh, I'll leave it here. Because it makes sense to start in here. Aaron can say goodbye to his mom, and Levi can have closure to say goodbye to Petra and Farland and Jean with Marco. I like that. That would be a really cool, like just, I'm not saying it would be a massive story, but like 10 chapters, 10 to 15 would be really cool. Chapters. Cliffhangers are a part of, like, I know, see? That's why I feel like it's a natural end for some of my chapters. Just leave it there. Well, that's debatable. I mean, again, I think of it like the anime. How would they leave it here? They'd leave it there. And then more for next week. Keeps you wanting more. And then by the time it's over, you just read it all in one go and you're like, oh, that's so much more satisfying now. Well, no, I'm not asking you to like them. I'm just asking you to tolerate it for the time being, because I'm probably going to write cliffhangers until the story's done. And then when the story's done, it's not a cliffhanger anymore. It's just a natural progression. Kind of off. What's kind of off? I think you meant, oh, no, you meant kind of. I'm sorry. That was my bad. I don't have it in here. Yeah. I was going to show you guys the custom, or my husband made for my Mass Effect game. Because they had this thing where you could make your own cover. Like your own logo and everything. And I made mine. And you could print it off for a game case for like PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. And my husband took it a step further and he put art on the inside. And then he had it printed out professionally and gave it to me. It was like, that is so awesome. So now I have a completely custom case that I'm never going to get rid of for a game I'm never going to not enjoy. You're so mean, but then I wonder what happens after the story ends. Oh, don't worry. There will be more. I have at least 2 more stories planned, or 2 more books planned for it. How does Levi do his scarf or what? His cravat? Are you asking how I do it or how he does it? Because I think cravats are actually like an actual kind of tie thing. How I do it, I found a lacy thing and just stuffed it in my collar and called it good. I actually bought a cravat, which is arriving, should have been here today, but it might be here Sunday, from Amazon. And I'm like, I need this to make my Levi complete. So I bought one, but I just stuck something lacy in my collar. I think he had his the same way. It's just a tie that he just knots and makes it look pretty. I don't know why he chose that particular thing, but it looks cool. I've been listening to Ed Sheeran, Happier. So what if fall in love and Levi it's too late, lets him go. Aww. That just made me sad. So there, you're good. It just made me sad. That's a good idea. Ooh, but what if like they have a relationship and then she dies and Aaron's conflicted about moving on to somebody else like Levi because he feels so bad, and so he uses his new ability to talk to spirits to talk to her one last time, and she tells him it's okay to move on and have that kind of relationship again and to be okay. What is the chapter about? This last chapter was about if I remember correctly, Aaron and oh god, it's been a while since I've read it. Wolf, what was it about? Maybe he has the scar or something was on. That's true. I read somewhere, I read in a fanfic that someone said it was because he was underground so long, he burns really badly, so he covers his neck so he doesn't have a really bad sunburn there. That makes sense, though. I don't know if he would do it for that practical of a reason, but maybe. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. It's just an idea. You don't have to go with it. I'm sure you have your own way of ending the story. I just thought that'd be a really cool and unique way to kind of like tie everything up. But you do you. I can't wait to read it. You've got a post where you write these, dude. Like, I really want to read them. I'll probably read yours over Danger Lines, personally. Because your ideas are so unique. I love them. Oh, right. That one. Kenny with Squad Levi, yes. So, Kenny was trying to save Squad Levi from certain death, and they just didn't want to listen, so he left. And that's where I left it. He just walked out. And I already have part of the next chapter written. I just have to sit down and write the rest of it. And we'll see where it goes. Because this is going to be where everything kind of comes together for a little bit. And then, you know, it can't stay nice forever. I don't get sunburned, I get tan. I get sunburned badly. Very badly. And I live at a higher altitude, so I get burned even easier. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm kind of jealous of anybody that can tan. I'm so screwed when she learns how to open a door. Oh, yes. Yes, I did leave it with Erwin. I couldn't remember quite where I'd left it. I left it with Erwin getting a letter from someone of very great importance to both this plot and the plot of the anime. So, that'll be interesting to figure out. I burn then tan. I burn then burn worse. I don't tan. But I am so pale. I wish I could tan. It would be nice. I look like a ghost all year round. I look like I should be in a Tim Burton movie. It sucks. I could actually read you guys the cliffhanger that Wolf is so upset about. And I'll just read the cliffhanger part so you understand why she's kind of annoyed. It's driving me crazy. I'll make it go crazier. Okay. Where did it go? Yes, I have my... And I'm still not sure if I have Humanity's Greatest as the title. Punctually right. Grammatically correct. Oh my god, punctually right. Grammatically correct. Okay. I'm just reading the... My child is gonna, like, put her head through my... Annoyed, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Erwin paces furiously in his quarters. His entire plan fell completely apart, and now word has already reached Zachary that Aaron's gone and taken Ezekiel with him, not to mention Levi as well. He can't say he's surprised. While he has many loyal to him, many are more loyal to Levi and Aaron. Their disappearance wouldn't go unnoticed long. He just hoped it wouldn't reach his superior today. He was hoping for more time. Initially, he was going to claim Aaron went mad and conspired with his brother to escape, but Aaron's meetings were always attended by Levi and other scouts. The language barrier goes out the window, considering Levi was made to learn, and Aaron translated so many texts he couldn't claim there was a way to decode the written portion. He could say they spoke more than Aaron wrote, but there's witnesses who can just as easily say Aaron wrote everything that was said between him and his brother. This isn't an easy situation like it was with Jean and Moblet. Aaron and Levi are both revered by the public and other scouts and are model soldiers with nothing on their records and could have countless testify to their character that they would never go against their commanding officer. How he wishes Aaron had just listened and that Ezekiel had kept his mouth shut. Although he's curious as to why Levi and Aaron were so quick to believe Aaron's brother. AO3 is Archive of Our Own. Thinking about it, he acted too rashly. He jumped to action far too quickly, and looking back, that's probably what convinced them, even without evidence. He tried himself for being too bold. His father always said that would be his downfall. His mind goes to Hanji and the rest of Squad Levi. Their location is secret, but he knows without a doubt that's where Aaron is heading. He has nowhere else and no one else to help him. But that helps Erwin very little. Levi was the one who insisted the location be kept secret, citing the fact that they knew a mole existed in their ranks as the reason, and he couldn't argue. He wonders if Aaron knows, or if only Levi and Hanji are aware of the location. Still, that's the least of his troubles. He still doesn't know what he's going to tell Zachary once he's here. He could almost strangle the well-meaning scout who sent the letter. They acted out of concern once they saw their commander on the ground and humanity's strongest and hope missing, along with the prisoner. He could always say members of Ezekiel's military came and ambushed them, kidnapped his best soldiers and fled, but it still begs the question of how would they know where Annie was being kept in order to ambush them? Then he remembers something important. They supposedly have a mole in their ranks, and he can just blame the link on the invisible mole. Invisible until he decides who can take the fall. Most likely Moblet, since he's already done such a good job of it. Erwin smiles to himself. Yes, this will work. Someone knocks on the door. Enter, he says, and the door opens, revealing a page. The page is wearing fabric no one here can afford. Commander, I apologize for the intrusion, but I was instructed by my employer to deliver this to you, he says, and he holds out a thick envelope. Erwin motions for him to enter, and he does with light, almost silent steps, and hands him the envelope. Thank you, says Erwin, with what he hopes is his usual expression. He feels his mask slipping of late, and he doesn't want it to fall too quickly. At least, not until the right moment. Please, feel free to our larder and a bed to rest in. I'm sure you've had a tiring journey. The page smiles politely. Thank you, sir, he says, his high breeding coming through with his accent. I'll stay with you until you're ready with your reply. My lord instructed me to wait on returning until you have written back. When does he expect an answer? Whenever you're ready to give one, is his reply, and Erwin is very curious as to what this letter contains. The paper is of higher quality than he's ever used in his life, and the seal is gold with a distinct crest. It's the crest of the royal family. Then please make yourself comfortable for the night. I don't expect my reply to be finished today, he says, and the page takes his leave. Erwin bolts the door shut after him and sits behind his desk. He slices open the envelope with his letter opener, a birthday gift from Hanji, and reads the first 2 lines. Almost unconsciously, he sits up straighter in his chair. He reaches for his pen and paper, his reply ready almost immediately. He'll read the rest of the letter, but for now, he needs to let Rod Reese know that his alliance is accepted. And that's where I left it. So now you can probably all understand why Wolf is so annoyed. And I hope you all enjoyed that. And if not, I'm sorry I wasted 10 minutes of your life. But yes, Aaron, you can find the story on Archive of Our Own. You don't even need an account to read. You can just look me up by name. It's still Moonsword 1994. I use that on almost everything. And you can look it up there. You can see a few other stories I've written. Some of them good, most of them not very good. But I regularly reading with Moon. I think that's what I'll call my audiobook series whenever I get around to that, which will probably be soon. Smell? That's okay. Sorry, I'm just like, it's very odd. Did I say something wrong? Do I need to add a word somewhere? But anyway, that was it. That was the cliffhanger that has Wolf so peeved. Not that I blame her. I mean, it is a very good one. But I'm sure she's looking forward to what happens next. As am I. Because I know this next chapter is not going to focus on Erwin at all. I'll give you that much. It's not going to focus on Erwin at all. Actually, I think the next 2 chapters won't. Not for a little while, at least. Not for the next, 2 or 3. Was it? I'm totally missing something. But we have 6 minutes. What do you want to know? Yes. Yes, I am. What's the hell? I'm sorry. I'm just I'm totally missing something, and I'm so sorry. Yes, I realize I'm bouncing back and forth, but I cannot sit still sometimes. It is very difficult. Probably just because I'm nervous, because I get nervous talking to people. And yet I do this every week. I'm hoping to get more comfortable with it. So if I ever meet you guys in person, I'm not too awkward, just the right amount. I don't think that's ever going to go away. I think I'm always going to be awkward. Oh God, what is that? Oh. Okay. I'm still missing something, I feel like. But yeah, I kind of see it. What is that smell? I don't know. Sorry. I'm probably missing more context. I'm sorry. Mm, 4 minutes left. Like, I want to keep going, but at the same time, I want to play Mass Effect, so I'm sure next week's will be a little longer. I'm very awkward. Yes! Same. Yep, totally the same. What is it called again? It's called Humanity's Greatest. Yeah. I was gonna say, Wolf, did you want to at least type it out in chat so he can, or they can, look it up? I think there's a couple others that are called Humanity's Greatest, but just look for the one that's by me, obviously, so. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. If it's not your cup of tea, I'm not offended. Definitely not offended, not even a little bit. Because I'm not sure how you feel about some of the ship's content, that kind of thing. I'm not even sure people like my stuff anymore, so. But we shall see. I'm going to name a friend in Spectra. Going to stop typing for today, just listen now. Okay. Well, I've only got a few more minutes, and then I'm getting off here, so you're good. Oh, why did you post it there? It's fine. It's fine. They're gonna look it up. They're gonna look it up anyway, so let's give them the easier access. I am shy but bold. Plus, being on the cheer team will make me more bold. Yes, I think you're right. I hope that went well for you. I'm sorry you didn't get the dance team, but I think you'll probably get the cheer one. I hope you do. I hope you get to be on those teams, whichever one you want. I'm rooting for you. I know that doesn't mean much because I'm like a complete stranger, but I really do hope that you find a team that is fun and you enjoy. I feel bad that Krista left. Or she's just lurking. But either way. Miss you, Krista. Hope you come back to chat at some point. It's a long read, so don't plan on reading it all in one night. If you do, God, you're amazing. Alright, I think this is the time to wrap everything up, I think. I have finalized the list for the anime we can watch as community. It's all there. It's got everybody's top 5. So go vote, go make that selection, because we will watch whatever is decided. Even if it's like the final season of Fruits Basket, I will watch it. I think it'll be great. Yay, I'm glad you're on the cheer team with your friends. That's awesome. That's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. It's always more fun with friends. Wouldn't know, I don't have any. But I hear that things are more fun with friends. Like I said, go vote for the your favorite anime so we can watch it for this season. Join the Patreon, join the Discord if you can. Read the fan fiction, I guess. But, you know, have fun. And thank you again for joining me for this weekly Hangout of Randomness, as we have decided to name it forevermore. New video will be out tomorrow for sure. I'm not going to say, oh, tomorrow and then do it Monday. No, I'm actually going to do it tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed the video tomorrow. And I hope to be seeing you guys again next week. Thank you so much. Bye, my little titans. You are wonderful. You are amazing. And I love all of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.